Hey guys, welcome to the first, and hopefully not the last, that's up to you guys, Tech Tuesday. Okay, now before I go into what the hell is a Tech Tuesday, first credit goes to Alex, one of our subscribers that we met at KT, where we filmed Dragons of Legend, which was this past Wednesday, and about almost a week ago, so I'm actually filming this a little bit ahead. It is Wednesday when I film this. And we were talking about what he wouldn't want to see on the channel, and this goes for everyone. The invite's open. If there's something you feel we're not doing that we should be doing, like Alex thought we should be doing tech and meta, so we're going to do a lot more on that, while mixing in with everything we already do, and bring back Subscriber Showcase. So, with that said, if there's something that you feel you want to see, just leave it in the comments. We're going to definitely do it. And then we give it a trial run, see how well it goes. Film a bunch of them and then just spit them out. Give it a 1 month run, and if it runs really good, then we keep it going. So it's up to you guys. Alright, so Alex brought up about tacking in Traptrix, but not just any Traptrix. Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare. That's a little bit of a tongue twister for me. You're going to see the image now. Now, before we go full in depth on the discussion, because it's going to be sort of like coffee time, but on a one card kind of basis, and I think this is a great idea, and it's only going to focus on tech. The name comes from Greg, aka Hoka TV, so make sure to leave a thank you to Greg and Alex for both bringing this to the council. They get all the kudos and all the credit. So let's go straight into Traptrix Hole Nightmare. When a monster your opponent controls that special summon this turn activates its effect, negate that effect, and if you do, destroy it. So pretty much it's something like Divine Wrath in a way, but it's also searchable through Traptrix. Now I can't remember the full name. I want to say starts with an M because I was messing around with them, but I haven't messed around with it since. So pretty much you can throw in a Traptrix engine, kind of like you would throw in an artifact engine and have a little stun engine. Now the reason this is so good, let's take a minute, look at meta, then we'll look at rogue, we'll look at every kind of aspect of where this is going to be useful. The big one, artifacts. I always talk about artifacts being the big one. When a monster your opponent controls that special summon this turn activates its effect, negate it. The sword and Pallades. That's usually the first two they go into. This just poops on them. Now you can argue that Wild Cyclone and Artifact Movement, which got the name change, are a thing. I understand that, but that just comes with the matchup. That comes with being able to draw them. That's Yu-Gi-Oh! That's what you're going to do. But this also works against the blue sword that comes out, whose name also seemed to have gotten a name change a little bit. So keep in mind that stops the sword right then and there, and then you're just like, oh, you want to destroy me? I'm sorry, you can't do that. If you want to negate my special summons from my extra deck, you can't do that. Now keep in mind the Traptrix engine, just like the TG engine, and even to an extent, talking to you Blue Eyes players, it allows you to splash the engine in, have the surge power directly out. So basically now you have 6 opportunities of getting it. Either get the Traptrix to your hand that searches it out, or just draw the trap card. So let me also go into other matchups that are going to be pretty popular. Madolche. They summon Hookake, Hookake activates effect, you activate this, bye-bye Hookake, no more problem. Do it on Tiramisu, they can't OTK. Do it on the MX Saber, they can't special summon again. It is so useful, and credit fully goes to Alex. It also stops Noble Knights. Oh, you think we forgot about Noble Knights? One of the best rogue decks out there? No. Well, to me, Noble Knights are in between rogue and meta right now, hence why we weren't on the top 5 of that, but that's for another time. It basically will literally say, no boars, no more drop, nice knowing you. I keep forgetting that it was special summon, so it would just be the boars if they special it, or the exceeds. So that it's kind of like Blackhorn, that aspect that, it's a tech. But hey, you can search it out. That's something that you can't do with Blackhorn. You get a whole engine for your deck, and that helps you speed up. That with 3 ups, or hey look, I'm going to get it faster now. So pretty much this monster's that special that turn. So pretty much a bunch of exceeds, a bunch of synchros that get in our way. The only one that's going to really jump, the only 2 that are really going to jump over this are Stardust and the Starter Spark Dragon. So I got to talk pros and cons about it. So I'm trying to think what other decks are going to really be top. Mermails. Oh, Mermels, they special all the time. Sylvans, they special all the time. When they go to activate their effect, when they go for that Drago Sack, when they go for that Big Eye, you just literally poop on them. When they go for the Search, you poop on them. And you slow them down. Especially with the stuff that comes out of Dragons of Legend, boosting Sylvan, and we don't know how that's going to affect the TCG when it comes to, you know, them getting their full support, quote unquote. We have two different metagames now, so we can't just look at the OCG and the TCG and go, hey, look, we're going to copy what TCG, I know, the OCG does. And that little quote there, that whole sentence I just said, goes straight to Alex for, that's pure credit to him for saying that. So we're going to have a separate coffee time on that, because I'm super excited to talk about that. But, like I said, there are still other decks. Let's talk about some decks that are not seen commonly. Dark Roll to get around it. They're pretty much the only ones that are really going to get around it. Gravekeepers can special out their Descendant, and then you can negate the Descendant if it was special. Oh, that one-on-one wants to activate that effect that gets in your way all the time, that Extinction Knight that gets in the way all the time, nah, you can't do it. See, this is a really good engine, and you can just run it as a standalone trap card, or you can run it with the engine. There's a lot of flexibility that comes with that. So if you're playing something like Heroes, it's like, hi, I like to stun you, and now I OTK you. That's something to keep in mind when you're looking at your deck, is always look for a tech card that normally won't be seen. Now, I am going to address Lightsworn Dragon Ruler, don't worry, because it is popping up more. Thanks, Shio. I was joking around about that today. No, honestly, it's a really good deck, and it's not just Lightsworn Dragon Ruler, it's just Lightsworn in general. JD comes out, JD wants active effect, flip up the trap card, it ain't happening. Now, Dark Fall, aka Dark Trap Hole, is seeing popularity because it's now seen as tech or going to be stable because of Dragons of Legend. Which we'll get to that, we'll talk about it. But all it takes is a few players, a little overnight, to have a card rise up, and this could be the one. So make sure to pick up your Traptrix Nightmare if this sounds good to you. Try it out on Dead Pro. Start teching stuff into your deck and get a little creative. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, make sure to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe for more. And the reason we always say to subscribe for more is because it grows the channel and we get out to more people, more fresh ideas come in. Not that you guys don't have fresh ideas, but it allows a bigger player base to say, I want to see this or that, and it makes the channel grow and become a much better beast than it already is. So I thank everyone, including Alex and Greg. Alex for coming up with that we should do tech stuff, and it was kind of in the back of my mind, and I always keep forgetting things. And like I say, when you guys remind me of stuff, it's going to come to the channel. And Greg for coming up with the kick-ass name, Tech Tuesday. Now, if you guys have a better name for Tech Tuesday, I'm teasing Greg, I'm teasing. Because he's going to be watching this like, oh my god, he took the name and didn't give you credit. I just like teasing him. You know, that's what we do on the council. Keep in mind that Traptrix Nightmare is a destroy effect, so anything that's going to get around destroy is going to hurt you. But like I said, everything that comes with the cons come with the pros kind of thing. BLZ is a continuous effect, so no, it's not going to stop it if you're going to axe that. I'm trying to keep everything in mind. It works really good against Scraps. That's the one I didn't mention. It works really good against Scraps. Scrap Dragon comes out, yeah, they'll get the special summon, no big deal. Because guess what? You just took out a freaking Scrap Dragon. That would have popped something in your back row or popped your front row and OTK'd you. Atomic Scrap Dragon, it takes that out. See, you see how good this card is? Let me know what you guys think down below and what you want to do with Traptrix Nightmare if it sounds good to you, and I will catch you next video. I'm Ryu for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Council. Thank you for being part of Tech Tuesday. Till next Tech Tuesday, which is next week, and till the next video, that will be about 20 minutes to an hour from now. I'm Ryu for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Council. If you like what you saw, make sure to hit that subscribe button, that like button, and comment for more. And thanks for being a part of it. Peace.